We've seen all 8 of them prepared and ready here for the loser bracket final. ESWC here, $100,000 is on the line. Of course, these two teams battling it out to be in that grand final. Optic Gaming patiently awaiting them. I think you can even see we can see Optic Gaming just keeping themselves warm. They're on those free-for-alls, shooting some bots, doing their thing. And, it's ironic that they're not even really watching this game. They don't need to. They're focused on their game, and that's what I like about that. They're not concerned about, who comes through or, how they play or whatever. They're ready to play their own game, and we will see that a little bit later. But right now, it's the loser bracket final.
Yeah, I don't think they're too concerned with who they're going to play. I know Campbell mentioned, I was outside when that conversation happened with Krim and Formal, and they don't really care.
No.
I mean, they were going back and forth, like, oh, I'd like to beat FaZe for this reason. It'd be okay to beat Rise here. They just want to win. Honestly, like, Formal said something to me. He basically said, we started out slow, and I've become more of this leader with the team, in-game and out of game. Just I know how to work with the guys. We're friends. We've been playing together for a long time. And I basically just told them, I don't like the other players and teams. You shouldn't either. They're coming to take our money. Like, view it like that. Like, they are literally here to talk trash to us and take our money. Let's erase them.
Yeah.
And that has been what you've seen this weekend. But we will determine quickly, maybe not quickly, who they're going to face as soon as we kick off this best of 5. It looks like it is going to be Breakout Hardpoint coming up. For me, my favorite Hardpoint map by a landslide. I think it is the one that punishes you the most for mistakes, for stupid deaths. If you're not going to rotate early, you're going to get slaughtered. We've seen some of the biggest defeats here, and I think that speaks to why it is one of the stronger maps, because you really have to play strong. But we are into the rig draft and getting very close to kicking it off.
We are ready indeed. The rig draft is going down. And now, we're not going to see anything crazy here. We're getting Overdrive coming in from Clayster. I actually really love seeing Overdrive in Hardpoint. I don't know why. We never obviously got to see it in previous games which had Hardpoint in. But when you see just a player rotating around, but it's almost like a race, and he overlaps him. He's like, I'm getting there first. So hopefully Clay will utilize that one.
Well, it's interesting. Overdrive and FTL Jump maybe have some similar qualities in the fact that they can pick up the pace for you a bit, but Overdrive will be helpful on a rotation. But I like the way we've seen FTL Jump used more recently, not necessarily to get behind someone and make a flashy play, but more to close the gap, to get around a corner and play your life. And again, this is a map where playing your life can be very, very crucial. One dumb death, the next thing you know, your team is spawning out. So we'll see if maybe for Aqua, if that might come into play.
Yeah, I like the development that players are getting more used to using FTL Jump. It was that kind of, how do we use this? We saw Aqua actually use it just to skip a gap. That little moment between a house and a car or whatever it may be on the map.
That play was sick. It was disgusting. I mean, the confidence that he had, he just lunged forward, grabbed the drone, threw it up, didn't worry about the gunfight, just went right past it. That's the stuff we want to see more. And again, you just didn't see it used really as much when Synaptic was in the game, and now with that band becoming more and more a part here. 20 seconds left of the clock, and they'll be loading into the map. I know we both end up going Rise in this one. I think we're kind of thinking Game 5 going the distance.
Yeah.
Who do you feel, though, strongly within the hardpoint?
In this hardpoint, it's Breakout. That's the thing for me, and I've seen FaZe destroy teams on this.
They really have.
Mainly because it's the European teams. I've seen it. I've felt that hurt for them. I actually think, as much as I stick with Rise, and I say Rise, I think FaZe are going to take this first hardpoint. I really do.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
I still think Rise are going to take the series, but I think the first hard point could work out well. But I'm also the guy that I like to think if you've been playing a couple matches before, usually the game ones where you have an early edge at least, you're warmed up, you're ready to go. And that technically would be Rise coming into this one. It looks like Attach forgot what team he was on and incidentally loaded in with Rise Nation. So we might have a quick reset here before we can hop into the action.
It's still young, as we keep saying.
Go ahead and tweet Attach. That's at Attach. And say you are on FaZe.
You have delayed us watching this game. Everyone's getting really hyped in the crowd. All the French guys here. We saw it. They didn't.
Yeah, they're getting hyped up for nothing. Because we got another minute or two before we're going to be able to load in.
They were like all clapping, getting hyped. Even the commentator there. It's like, it's not going to happen. Let's take another break.
That's a key as a caster. You gotta perfect those moments to get hyped and ready to go. Or if you are me, you just do it a lot. Every now and then it works. Here, let me make sure they don't switch teams or anything, just in case.
We're going to just cycle through, and we should be good to go. It looks like the players are now picking the right teams. Attach is on FaZe. He is. I know you guys know it
I
at
still
home.
have my wound on my head, if you didn't see. It's healing.
It's getting better.
I don't believe it got infected.
No, it's all good. I think you're rocking the bald so well.
I do enjoy it. I do. You don't know. If you're balding at home, or if you think you're starting to bald, it's a very troubling time for a young man. Not that I'm young, but you get a bit insecure. Your hair is going, especially me, who's on camera just about every day, and you're looking at these frizzles. It looks like ramen noodles, basically. Someone crushed them up and spread them across your head. It's not a great feeling. But now there's nothing there, and I don't care.
And I'll tell you what, it saves you 10 minutes in the morning, I bet, doing your hair.
Oh, me? I haven't put gel or mousse in my hair since I was 18.
That is a very good point. I was thinking of myself, actually.
This is funny, when my hair first started to go in college, I had it buzzed down for a while, not this short, but I had it buzzed down for a while, and I let it grow out again because a girlfriend at the time wanted me to. And I remember the first time I put gel in my hair, and I was like, what the? It looks so thin. There was basically like 2 lines of hair, and then I realized it was all falling out, and it went downhill from there. But, guys, we're back into the ring draft. They're going back through it, and we should be good to start this one off in just a moment. But thank you for bearing with us and my hair stories as we wait for this one to load up. Due to a minor delay, as Attach doesn't know the difference between FaZe and Rise Nation.
He's learned his lesson. He's back on FaZe. Clay let him back in. He said, you know what, come on.
For all I know, it was a game issue.
I'm
blaming Attach up and down.
It could very well be. But boys are ready on main stage as well. This is, that's what I love as well. Here in Paris, the CWL Paris, we've got an incredible crowd watching across these 2 North American teams. And I sometimes think, 2 North American teams, are the Europeans going to get behind them? Are they going to watch? But I love it when we come to ESWC is, last time I remember, I think the crowd was like split down the middle. One side was Optic, and I think at one time it was Denial or whoever it was.
They cheer for good Call of Duty, is what I've always been told. Yeah. Not so much a team. They just want to see big plays. And, I've got some questions about scheduling and why is there a delay here and maybe why are you waiting on this. And we've been sharing the main stage with a couple other games because how this is set up here. But the final 2 matches, we are on main stage. We got a full-up stands here with fans, and it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. But there's a shot of the Rise Nation boys as they are ready to go, and I can confirm that we do have the correct teams.
It looks like, I don't know how this has happened, whether they've swapped for center. Rise is going to be in red, and FaZe looks like it's in yellow. But
that was intentional. FaZe, okay. Rise Nation really just red and black in their logo. FaZe has got some yellow and blue, so maybe confusing at first for people at home, but let's get into it. And I do need to make sure, though, we need to pull from the other camera feeds. So if that can be directed over, I think they're on yours currently.
I'll start to drive, however. We'll get things changed over as soon as possible. But jumping on board with Facento, let's see how he can do. Straight away, Aqua's picking up that first kill, that first blood. And there you go, Rise Nation will strike first. But interestingly enough, no one's gone for the hard point here, Maven. First player on it is Facento. One player. Right. It's only 1 point, actually, just as Looney is rotating around. Let me just bring up that minimap because I'm going back on board with FaZe, actually, because they have taken control. Attaches the one. He's 2-0 alongside his duo that is Zuma. Looking good.
All right, well, thank you for driving for the moment as we get, as we'll shortly hopefully get switched over to my stream, but we will watch Attach for the time being, see what he's able to do here. Top visitor, and now maybe we have switched over. No, we still with you.
Still on mine, but I'm in control for now. We will get it switched over, but there is nothing to worry about. There we go, Maven. You're in control.
Right. Yes, I like control. Felony, 2 streak. No points, though, in the hard point, as they're going to have to try and break in. Everything going the way of FaZe. And we'll see if he can find the kill down low. Not going to be able to do it, and that'll be Clayster here, starting out 4-1 on a 4 streak. Big plays from him thus far as he's going to try and break in. One there outside on the balcony, able to do it. One more player they need to find, and that's Zuma with a big 2-piece and swinging around. Are Clay unable to find one more.
Yeah, and cell block a really important, crucial part of Breakout. This is a hill you can really kind of saturate about 30, 40 points off. If you can set up properly, you can even get the full 60. But Aqua, Enable, trading things out here. We still have FaZe in control. Rise breaking through here. 25 seconds left on the hard point.
Oh, all FaZe so far. 7-2 right now is Zuma on a 2 streak. He's going to be the one soaking up the remainder of our time. So let's get closer to mid-map. Is Enable trying to cut off a bit of the push and find the kills if he can. And I believe, I think we may have audio coming through yours right now. We have to get that swap, guys, which we should be able to do shortly. But for right now, we'll be watching Zuma, who's trying to make the plays. Does end up dropping, but they broke the 75-point mark, and they are set up in grave.
Well, FaZe, the first to break 80. And again, one thing about Breakout is this is a map where you can really gain a lead. You can gain it as quick as you can lose it, don't get me wrong. But we are going to see, you know, some teams go 100 points up. Right now, it's FaZe Clan. Clayster's rocking with 7. Enable's on a 3-kill streak. He seems to have heated up here at the start. And attacks now. He's going to fall both to Looney.
Well, let's swap. Well, Looney just dropped, so let's see the cave set up here. It's going to be Aqua looking to get set up behind the rock. One there behind construction, is trying to put shots at anyone he can, but as he falls, so does his teammate Looney. And they're going to have not another stab at this, but they are at least getting the back spawns. That's the one good thing, is you don't let FaZe chain together a couple of pushes here through the back.
Yeah, this is where Rise really need to keep control, though. They really need to keep control. They need to lock down this hard point. They need 40, 50 points to get back into this. If for some reason FaZe can break through, no one's got their payloads yet, no one's got score streaks, but if they break through here, this could be very, very dangerous. Looney, though, on your screen, trying to control that mid-map.
He's looking for kills as they've got the setup here. He's been tagged, trying to stay alive. The push does come in. Aqua's going to be in the hard point. He hasn't really had to deal with much, which means that, well, did he not see the wall run get hit? Well, he's going to have a pleasant surprise as now Gas is coming out. They're pushing across. He gets an assist on one before ultimately falling. It's Facento that needs to back this up. Reloaded, 3 streak, 9 and 7. He's getting pinched from both sides. Do they find him in the close corner? The answer is yes, as FaZe gets the break about halfway through the hard point.
Absolutely love the play there with the tactical grenades coming in. Zuma's 13 and 5. 3-kill streak for him as well. 17 seconds left on this. They can hit 150 by the end of the first rotation, which is ridiculous to think right now.
And looking at the minimap, Attach just got a big kill as well, as he was able to go up into the window. Oh, as he drops, it won't be that significant, but he was able to set up there in the window to control top mid. But now it's going to need to be another FaZe break. And you have Enable, I talked about, he's been going off throughout the course of this week, and he's on a 5 streak right now, 225 off the Trinity rocket and looking for more. Looney tries to tag him up there from front loading. Not able to finish him off. Is he going to be ready for him prone around the corner? He might have saw, but a Flechette grenade at his toes.
Not going to get the score streak shut yet, but still 11 and 7. Fantastic score. You got Attach 10 and 9, Zuma 13 and 6. But all the important thing is that top scoreboard. FaZe 150, Rise Nation trailing by over 100 points. Enable with a double as well.
And this is just not really at all how I saw this starting, right? With talking about the fact that, you know, Rise coming off a couple of matches, they've been playing really hot. FaZe has been sitting and waiting. This is the exact opposite of what I mean. It's enough of a stomping in game 1 that I'm feeling horrible about my 3-2 Rise victory, but it is a long series.
Yeah, I was thinking the exact same. Don't get me wrong. FaZe, they definitely don't seem to come in cold, even though they have just suffered a massive defeat to Optic Gaming. They only have one thing on their mind, and it's getting back at them, getting their revenge. Cell block, though, is coming up, and we're going to see FaZe in control once again. This is looking very, very dangerous for Rise. Yeah,
and you're working towards streaks yet again for Enable. 3 streak, 14 and 7. Double positive. Zuma almost double positive as well, but he's getting tagged up from behind. Needs a little help from his teammates. Goes vertical there. Nice way to dodge it. Facento, I think, took a dip off the edge as he was trying to hit the wall run. That's where they were pushing from. Enable will check the back, but the gunfight's happening at the front. Attach finds one. The second comes through for Clayster. Great team shots from the. That's everybody dropping. Attach got so excited he decided to drop Clayster as well.
Well, look at Clayster. He's back on his feet. Enable there, you saw that. That was an instant kill. He's not even saluting once. He's twice there. And you know what?
I love it.
He's 15 and 7. I said I don't really talk about it too much. I want to highlight that 4-kill streak. He's ending cell blocks, nearly, pushing 220 now. FaZe are dominating map number 1.
And Clayster goes beast mode inside the hard point. The next person to follow it up will be attached to Zuma. I'll switch over to Enable once he gets back in the action, as he is still on the 4 streak, but he was the one soaking up the remainder of the time. I need somebody to let Rise Nation know this series is starting.
Yeah, this is not the Rise Nation that I thought would be coming into this hot. This is not what I expected from the likes of Aqua. But you've got to say, look at Clayster, Enable, Attack Zuma, all 4 of them outslaying right now, all 4 of them going positive. This is a one-sided affair right now.
As one-sided as they come, and we saw when FaZe got beat this badly in game 1, the knockout punch from Optic Gaming was never recovered from. Will Rise Nation have the versatility, the ability mentally to come back into this after getting stomped? Can you even make this game respectable is the question at this point. They're going to break the 240 mark. They can end it almost perfectly here as they stay inside and continue the rest of the time. It's now on Rise Nation to flood in and try to get the break. They're ultimately able to do so, but now just 10 points away from a just colossal stomping from FaZe.
Yeah, they're not going to close it out on the graveyard, but just to appreciate exactly what Enable is doing. 18 and 9, he's got 2 minutes and 20 on the hill. That's more than the whole Rise Nation combined. We've got Fellow on 6 seconds, for goodness sake. This is just showing a complete outclassing of skill.
You feel okay talking about Enable as a superstar where he's putting up numbers like this?
I couldn't have dreamed for anything better after that quote. This is what I want to see.
This is incredible stuff, but inside still it's going to be Aqua and Rise trying to hold off this game one, but it almost just seems like it's inevitable, right? It's surely too much of a comeback. I know that we've seen some insane ones and on this map, but Rise Nation, so much work to do, and his 2 drop, you're going to need God mode from the rest. They're not able to do it, so you should see a break coming in momentarily. Here it is. No!
Wow.
Jacinto turns, burns, takes out Enable, and goes to the 3-seamer. There's a ground pound from Zuma, landing on top of his head, and now you need 4 points until this is closed out. It's fast and frenetic inside the hard point. Ultimately, they can't close it out, and you do break the 100-point mark, so that's something to be positive for Rise. You got 100 points.
I mean, 100 points is a consolation prize right now. Central Rooftops, that's going to go another double for Enable.
Oh,
talking of doubles, he's got a 2.0 KD as he's finally put down there. But you look at that. Look at FaZe. This is a team which is hungry to get their chance back at Optic Gaming. But across the board there, you've got Clayster, Enable, Attached, Zuma, all, you know, hidden positive kill deaths, all getting in the hill. No one slacking off. That is a team which is firing on all cylinders.
And that was the big question I sort of had coming into this, and the reason I felt good about Rise is, will they bounce back? Will you see FaZe be able to turn it around after the stomping they received early this morning? And God, they give as good as they take. That game one, just a phenomenal performance, and standing out, like you said, 23 and 12 for Enable, over 2 minutes in the hard point. I mean, everybody having a solid game, but yeah, Enable certainly the one that